I knew I wanted to be on the ocean again, and there's only a few of the residencies with the national park system that allow you to be on the ocean. Maine was easier to do, cooler weather, and since I had already been here, I sort of kind of knew the area and knew potentially what I could find. I loved the environment, and so I was glad to come back. One of my biology professors came to me one day and said, you know, there's a lot in common between artists and scientists, and I had never heard that before. So it kind of started my fascination with science. My name is Elizabeth Hubler-Torrey. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm from Lansing, Michigan. I work in imagery from science, and here at the Institute I've been out collecting water samples, looking at them through a microscope, and then using that to inspire paintings and sculptures and sometimes artworks sort of in between. My process is encaustic. It's heated beeswax mixed with pigment, usually oil paint to mix colors. I've got about 5 different processes, but typically I lay down colored wax, scrape it back off, getting the relief that I'd like to have on paintings. The encaustic can do so many different things. It can be sculptural and high relief. It can be granular. It can be very smooth and glass-like, but it can also be, if heated a little bit warmer than body temperature, it can be very plastic and resinous and sticky, and you can mold it and do different things with it. So I work back and forth. I'll have like 3 or 4 things going at one time, which is kind of what you'll see here in this studio. I want it to look like it came from nature, but you might not know what it is. So they'll still have 1 foot in reality and 1 foot in fantasy. So there's always a point at which the imagery can be pushed, or the artwork can be pushed. And I have to decide when and how to do that. It's more of my creation and juxtapositions of the different things. I don't expect the audience to know what these things are, but I want them to ask. And sometimes I'll put a little clue. I'll put like the Latin name or the scientific name of the organism in there, and I'll come up with, that'll be the name of the piece. So if there's any question, it just looks abstract to them, because to most people it's just going to look abstract. There's clues in there to go look it up yourself and find out what this really is. I'm kind of in a niche when it comes to conservation and activism with my artwork. Now we're into sort of a more contemporary art phase where it's easier to mix the disciplines. So I can pull from all these reference imagery. The scientists are putting more and more things online, public domain images to use. I'll have so many visuals in my memory from taking the samples and walking the peninsula, that it'll be meditative and really positive inspiration to take into my studio that's in my basement by myself. So it will infuse probably my work probably for the next couple of years.